Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name is Austin. Cabrini stars Christiana Dell'Anna. Sorry if I said that wrong. I'm probably messing up that name. Not great with names. After witnessing disease and poverty in the slums of New York, Italy immigrant Cabrini embarks on a daring journey to pursue the hostile mayor to provide housing and health care of hundreds of orphaned children. Last year, my number one film of 2023 was Sound of Freedom. I really liked that movie a lot. Angel Studio did a perfect job with that movie. And Angel Studio is one of those films that I've heard they've been putting out good stuff. I mean, they put out another film last year with an actor from like Arrow. He played like the villain in Arrow. I didn't go to see the film. I didn't have a chance to watch it. I heard that it was okay at best. But I was really looking forward to this film just because it's from Angel Studios and I liked Sound of Freedom. And it was an interesting story that I've never actually didn't really hear, even though it's like somewhat of an actual American story. It's a very well done movie. I thought the acting was very good. From Christina, I'm not gonna be able to say her name right, so someone let me know how you can say her name in the comment section below. But yeah, like she did a good job as Cabrini. I thought she brought this intimidation on screen to basically like, hey, even though I'm a woman, type of deal, like I still have feelings, and like these certain things need to happen, and like she sees like basically what's going on behind the scenes. Like there's this town that's somewhat outside of New York or inside of New York where the mayor kind of just ignored, and the rats are higher than the children in this town, and like there's a bunch of homeless children in there. So one of her basically her missions, she wanted to go to China, but the Pope, it's like, no, but you're gonna go to the West if I'm gonna allow this mission of yours. So she tries to make an orphanage in New York, and the mayor's not really liking that per se because it makes him look bad. Like it's like, well, if people know about this town and like about children on the streets, it makes them look pretty bad. So it's a very complex story. It's a very heavyweight type of film that like stuff like this happens where like, well, if if someone that is in higher ranks gets caught of like ignoring this and it's like a really big deal, it looks really bad on them. But if you also did your job and actually help out, maybe you wouldn't be in that situation. Just saying. Not only it's about women and about like women's voices and all that. Like this is like people like complain about wokeness, and I do too. This is good woke. This is good woke. Little Mermaid remake is bad woke. Good woke, bad woke. And I bought Cabrini's like enthusiasm on this because it's more than about her about being a woman. It's a little bit more difficult for her because she's a woman, because she's a nun. So she has to go a little bit over the line to make things happen. And that's basically what the story is. Because she's a woman, she has to work a little bit harder. It's not really because like, oh, well, she's a woman, she's well, men suck and all of that. The movie kind of pokes a little bit fun at men, but not too far where it's insulting, really. And so it's really cool to see that side of the story. But it's also about taking care of the streets. It's taking care of like the ones that can't afford a nice place or can't afford a house. So it was very interesting to see this story. And then there's all these other side characters, like these side sisters that hold up the film as well. But mostly the movie really focuses on Cabrini, and she really does a good job holding up this film. It like I got chills throughout watching this film just from her performance. Not really emotionally attached. She does have this condition that is supposed to make you, emotionally attached to her. I didn't really feel that kind of way. I did feel like respect for her, but I didn't really feel emotionally attached to her character or this person. And I did wish that we could have seen more of like these like abandoned kids, like really hammer that home. And the movie does like show as much as it can, but it's like, you know, it's your main focus. You really should try to hammer that more home of like how bad, like how terrible this is. I'm gonna give Cabrini a B plus. Go. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.